Greetings, Spirit Family. Welcome to Eureka Elementals. I thank you for just joining me here today. The setup is a little different because this reading, I'm going to give you the backdrop. And again, thank you for joining me. Wherever this finds you, I'm recording this today, September the 1st. Listen, there's a lot going on in the energies. I've literally just been saturated with spirit over the past 3 days or so, and a lot of times I know you guys see in my community section I post soca songs or whatever the case is, and if I post something it's because I'm being told to do so. But for me, dancing is a way of channeling and getting spiritual messages and from the ancestors. So it's not, and it's also about balancing the light and the dark, right? So as much as we are on this path, right, we are also called to be neutral, right? This is how you elevate in this game. You cannot take sides. You're here to be a conscientious observer, right? And so ultimately, this morning as I was waking up, because I was still waiting, I had a couple of different things, but there were a few things that came through personally for me that I was, I don't share a lot of my own personal stuff, is simply because when the time is right, I will do so in the correct medium, right? But at this time, as I was waking up and I was asking, and usually, they always talk about that time, the theta waves, right? When you're really communicating with spirit, that time just before you go to bed and just before you wake up is the most active time for a lot of these energies. And I'm hearing life beckons, adventure awaits. Life beckons, adventure awaits. And they were kind of leading me to the different decks to use. So I'll be using the Sacred Traveler, looking at this now, the Sacred Traveler, the Power of the Elements, these are Oracle decks, Seeker Oracle, the Enchanted Map, Archangel, Dragon Riders, there's a lot here, people, and a surprise about the grid work that you need to do, and a small deck related to that. So some of these things are just going to be one card pulls. I also asked Spirit, is this one where I need to just show everything, because there's a lot of cards. I do one specific for myself as a test run before, and it was a lot of cards, hence the reason why I have the screenshot like way out so you can see everything that's on the table. Okay, ultimately we're all here to do healing work, right? We are all mystic healers. I have to remember to put on the light. I always forget that. The healing energy is flowing through you. So I may be dealing here in my collective with a lot of spiritual workers. Listen, go within, people. Go within. There's going to be a time now. All of the timelines are converging. This is the end game. For those of you who have seen the movie Ender's Game, you may know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to refer you to Seven Bomar. He said something. He said, today they lose. We are all creators. Make your world a masterpiece. And so go within so that you can create the world that you want to see outside of you, right? So you have to first go within in order to get this done. Okay, so yes, because at this point we are at the gates of triumph. Listen, success is at hand. Okay, the critical mass that was required for the world to wake up, we've reached that critical mass. People are not buying the bullshit, hence the reason why they're throwing everything at us at this point. If there was anything that could be thrown at the collective, it's being done. So what are you being told to do? Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey, because listen, all roads lead to home. All roads lead to home. So we're going to get this particular deck to guide us as to the energies overall, and you'll see it's going to be a lot, so bear with me. We've got grace and gratitude. Okay, through gratitude, joy expands. We have discovering the truth, right? You stand in the light of truth. You are a truth seeker, and navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. Finding sanctuary. Okay, opening to your spiritual source. That is what it's all about. You are directly now connected to the divine, and that is your sanctuary. Why? Because at the foundation, you have broke trail. The breakthrough is at hand. Listen, a breakthrough is at hand all throughout this land. Okay? A breakthrough is at hand all throughout this land. By that I mean the entire sphere. The entire sphere. It's time. It's time. Humanity has reached critical mass. Continue to give gratitude for everything that happens. You continue to be blessed. Continue along your path as you discover the truth, and you continue to stand in the light of truth. As you can see, you are not being led like the sheep. You have decided to take your own path. You've got your backpack on and you have your staff. You stand in truth and ultimately be guided by the divine, navigate by the stars by following your bliss. Okay? Do not let them allow you to make a wrong move and make a critical miss. You don't want that. You don't want to have a critical misstep or critical mishap. Okay? So this is very important for you at this particular time. Now we're going to tap into the elements. You're going to see I'll bring this all together. Man, let me tell you something. I've been working on this now for about 3 hours. Once I got the download, then the cards, and I had to like really meditate over the cards to use as well. Let me tell you something, people. Listen, this is no joke, okay? I'm not even sure how many readings I'm going to do relative to this, because this is taking so much energy from me. And this, people don't understand about the readings. You know, I wish that they'd give a lot of times. See, if you don't see me engaging in the, I don't want to call it low vibrational elements, but ultimately the only thing I'm concerned about is my collective, is them. It's them. I'm not concerned with anything external to you, because everything that you need is within. Everything that you need is within. Okay? So there's nothing outside of you. Yes, face forward and you will find a way. There's no energy outside of you. Own it. Own this entire. Be aware of how you express fear. Don't listen. Go into the shadow. Go into the shadow. Okay? Don't ever allow anybody to have you in a fear energy, because that way they can suck and drain your damn energy. Go into the volcano. Be the damn volcano if that's what it takes. Own it. Own it. What do you think I put on that fire music for? Okay? My ancestors don't want me to live in any kind of damn fear. Alright? So I face forward. I face forward. I'm not afraid. Look at this. Panasatilas and Sweetie. The destiny of your world is changing. And whether this is for good or ill, it is also in your hands, people. Your hands. Protect the good. Look after love, maintain that energy of love, and leave no room for lower energies to creep in. Eliminate all lower energies from your life. Eliminate them. Because when you get rid of the low energies, you're going to open, as Floorbird, I don't know if you all watch any of her things, but she had a reading, or not reading, but she did a live show this morning, and you know, it's about eliminating. There's no time right now. You don't have time to be, you know, a build-a-boo or build-a-bear or any of that stuff. There's no time for this. There's no time for this. Okay? You, and ultimately, when you die, most people die by their damn selves. You came into the world one portal at a time, and you will leave one portal at a time. You're here to manage your own body, and if you're a mother, that of your children, to the best of your abilities. But once they get to a certain age, you've done your due diligence. Okay, so you're not here to allow yourself to be dragged down to the mire by any other kind of energies other than your own. Don't allow this to happen. Okay, so now you've got Freya and Elkstad. Very good. I'm going to go through all of these. Oya and Adona Aganai Dan. I hope, I know I butchered it, but I'm trying. And then you have Aridia and Nice. This is the oracle of the dragon riders. So, and Kuthumi, very interesting. And Catania at the thing. Smile and feel the peace that smile and feel the peace that smiling brings you. Ensure that there is divine peace within you at every level. And this is what I always talk about as well. You start out with love. Love is at that, the green chakra. That's the gateway to the higher realms, right? Then you have to speak love. Then you've got to see love, and then you've got to know that you are loved. So it's leveling up. So I love is the heart, right? I speak of love is the throat chakra. I see love, third eye chakra, and I know that I am love at the crown level. So you have to literally walk in that, and it brings you peace. At the foundation, you have Nike and Leslie, number 25. Your talents will lead you to a great success. The time has come to allow your potential to awaken. Believe in yourself, okay? So you've got all of these beautiful energies that want you to believe in yourself and all of this stuff at this particular time. Now, as I pick up the tarot deck, right, you've got the lovers at the top, that Janus energy. And I am now seeing it as the amalgamation of the masculine and feminine energies that is within all of us. That ultimate love that you came here to show, you had to show it to yourself. That's right. So take all of these swords one by one and turn those pains into passion, right? And into your purpose. Let them direct you. Because what happens if you allowed anybody, and I said allowed, anyone to break your heart in the 3D, however it happened, okay? You're going to say, what about me? Because remember, we all come here, you have to become the leader in your own life, in the King of Wands energy, right? So what about me allowed? What did I want to learn from the situation? Okay, because I had a contract with this person before coming and materializing in this plane or in this video game or whatever in this realm, and there was a reason why I allowed this to occur. What was I supposed to learn? What was the big lesson? Okay, and once you get the lesson, all right, that is where the blessing really lies. It's in the lesson. Look at these actions where you had to start taking action in your life. Okay, you have learned now in your life to start to see everything as a part of your destiny, as a part of the fact that you're supposed to follow your dreams. Some may think that you are a little but you see, for people who can see beyond the veil, you see the illusions, right? And you have to navigate yourself accordingly. Those lower frequencies cannot see what you see. They only see what is in the material, what is in front of them. If you are blessed with the third eye sight, you can see beyond the veil. And therefore, you can navigate accordingly to follow your dreams, okay? This shit is real, all right? All right? And you're not at the foundation, what I said before, you had some apathy regarding, okay, a loss, regret, all of these things. There's no regret. Everything, there's no regret or remorse. There's only at this time redemption. What did I say? No regret or remorse. There is only redemption. Okay, the rest of the cards are telling me to wait and hold off on. Okay, so now I've got stuff to work with, people. Let's talk, spirit family. If you're up for the get down, see what's going down, you can put a dove emoji in the comment section. But listen, grace and gratitude. Listen, when you had to stand your ground and grow through some tough times and fight for what you believe in. As I was talking about the fact before, people thought that you were delulu because you could see beyond the veil. You saw the shit show for what it was before it was even a shit show. Let's call facts, okay? You were telling people, oh, that's a setup, that's a setup, that's a setup. That looks a little shady to me. I follow the money tree. What am I saying? So you started, when you start and you realize people didn't listen to you, you stood back. And when 6 months, a year, 2, 3 years later, they begin to realize the shenanigans, you're already giving grace and gratitude. You're like, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Father, Mother, God. Thank you for letting me see what I needed to see. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. I was able to navigate. So everybody else, you stood your ground in the word. You stood your ground based on what your ancestors showed. You stood your ground for what you could see behind the veil, and you express joy and gratitude because, listen, people may be suffering, okay, but you're not suffering because you stood your ground. Okay, and this is in the past energy. That imagination, right? You gave gratitude for your imagination. That's air energy. What did it do? It created a path for you now to independent wealth. You started following your dreams, right? Your intuition is at the very center. You follow your dreams. You allowed yourself to see this path, right? And what did that do? It allowed you to pick and choose the right choices for you so that you set yourself up in an encampment. Lord, thank you, Spirit. You set yourself up in an encampment to know, listen, this is where if you do this and that, when this happens, that you already see through the simulation, that's what's going to occur. You'll be set right up, okay? And you're going to be in a position to be able to help many of the people who laughed at you. Listen, they're not laughing now. They're not laughing now. Okay, because you stood your ground, and now look at you now. You're independently wealthy, right? And I wanted to know it's because you had the gift of foresight. What did I talk about before? You could see things before it happened, right? And so you've got Freya, number 33 here. So you've got 3, right? Yes, the 3 of Wands. So 333, you may be seeing 333. You could be seeing 9 and also 7, right? And 5 so far here, right? There's more numbers here on the board, but you may be seeing 333. Consider it a sign that you had the gift of foresight. And Freya and Elgasteld says the answer to the question, what is my task, can only be found on the battlefield of life. Facts, okay? Only the courageous will discover it. All right. So you've got to be courageous up in these spiritual streets, right? You can't stand back. Hence the reason why no matter what was happening with you, Spirit Tribe, you were in the fire energy. You were forced to act. Okay. And at the center of it, you were forced to utilize the right imagination, to follow your intuition at this particular time, right? And on top of that, listen, you're also coming out here in the Queen of Swords energy, astute, sharp like hell. Listen, when they tried to pull the veil over your eyes, you already could see. You already could see, right? And so at that point, in the current energy that you're in, you have discovering the truth. So what are you doing now? You're making good choices. You're making good decisions. Listen, as you can see him putting this up close, right? The path. What do we talk about? The sheep going that way. They're being led to the damn slaughter. You are going this way, right? Again, you're making appropriate choices and decisions guided to you by Spirit because you've discovered the truth. The truth is, like, listen, we're all in a game. This is a very intricate game. The game of life is an intricate game. But this is a game where there are periodic big things that happen. And ultimately, if you follow your divine intuition, okay, all is well. All will be well for you. This is a 12, right? And this is also the Page of Cups. So having the 12, I'm seeing right now the Hangman energy. Let your emotions flow through you. Let your emotions flow through you. When you're enlightened, all right, and the divine put you in Hangman mode to see upside down, it's to enlighten you so that you can let your emotions flow through you. Water energy, most of the earth is covered by water. Don't sleep on water. I think it's no coincidence, right, that all this fire is around, but water is at the center. Water is at the center. There is no, I can't say certain things, God help me. There's a reason why, right? The world is run by marine law. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know, right? There's a reason why, because it's powerful energy. It's powerful energy. You have to reclaim your water. You have to reclaim your cup. You've got to make sure that your water inside of you, okay, your body's made up mostly of water, is made up of the right kind of water. What does that mean? Get your alkaline up in there, people. And start eating. I put it on my community section. Okay, even if you mean you have to make your fruit shakes or whatever else, cut up your fruits, put them together and create your fruit juices for yourself. Get healthy, whole water in your body, high energy, so that you can get the divine download, so that you can continue to discover and navigate the truth and follow your intuition. Spirit will continue to guide you. Okay, because the goal is to remain like Oya and the Queen of Swords here, astute, mentally astute, perceptive, right? You have keen divine insights. Nobody can pull the wool over your head. Okay, so I don't know if you have so far Pisces, okay, Virgo, Aquarius, oh my goodness, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries, two Sagittarius here, two Aries here, and Leo in your chart. If you do, then you do, right? But ultimately here, Spirit is telling you to, you've already suffered. Listen, you've already been through the hardship. Look. The Queen of Swords is someone who's already suffered through hardship, right? Where you had to stand your ground before. You've known. So you had to take grace and gratitude to give thanks when times were tough. And you learn from those hardships. So you become highly analytical as a result, right? So Oya and Adona, I'm trying. Oya has spoken. Number 36. 9. Where do we see 9 before? Independent wealth. Oya is helping you gain the path. You may be seeing 9, right? Gain the path to independent wealth by remaining mentally astute. So she says here, the exchange of give and take has become unbalanced, out of kilter. I renew your spirit with wind. I renew your life with fire. Okay? That fire energy. What is on the table? Lots of fire energy. Okay? You have to renew your life with fire. How are you going to do it? By being mentally aware and astute. All right? And following your intuition as led by Spirit. Don't let nobody pull the damn wool over your eyes. Don't let these people or whatever, some of these entities are not real. Okay? They may look human. That don't mean that they are. Okay? Facts. Not all things that walk in this meat suit is real. Okay? Most of the energies that you're entertaining are not real. If you're going and you're interacting with people, you go to the same places all the time, you will realize which entities are legit. Okay? And other ones that are non-player characters. Okay? NPCs. There are lots of NPCs up in this game. Okay? So I roll solo dolo most of the time. Anybody who knows me knows that. Keep my family close. I'm a mom, so my and I have divine feminine mothers. This listen, that's a whole other thing. I have a channeled message for you all. Oh dear God, but Spirit's working on me on that one, because that's a masterclass level thing that I'm working on with y'all. But anyways, that's to come. Okay? Navigating by the stars. What is called for you in the future now? When the shit hit the fan, and trust me, it will. Okay? You're going to continue to follow your intuition, and Spirit is going to guide you. What do you see now on this particular path, right? You got to be resilient in these times, okay? You're going to have to be resilient, right? You've got here the 9 of Wands. Before, your ancestors were actually helping you with the 7 of Wands to stand your ground in the past. Your ancestors were the one that helped you with the breakthrough. Okay, now you're here. You have to be resilient, because these are going to be tough times ahead. Okay, and you're going to have to continue to follow your bliss. What is your bliss? Your intuition. What Spirit guides you to do, you do. Do you see a lot of people here? No. Prepare, people. Prepare. Okay, for the listen. What year was I starting to see that vision? I see a lot of things too, and I don't, and this is one of the things I think that led me to actually come onto YouTube. But I had to build up momentum, because I don't believe in scaring people, but I knew I was timeline jumping at that time. If I tell you some of the things, listen, I may have to start a separate, what do you call it, chat group or whatever, membership, so that we can really talk and really interact. And I'll get on doing lives, right? But this, I started to see some visions, okay? And clear as day, okay? There's not going to be a lot of people left because the NPCs will leave. They have to leave the simulation. At this time, as Flurburn said, the game is wrapping up, okay? So if you're not real, they have literally, people are going to drop like flies. You see it? Look at the news, all of the stars, navigating by the stars. The stars that you're going to be navigating by are your galactic family, and you know, the world is within you, okay? But you're going to be navigating by the stars, by your higher self. Your higher self will be guiding you as to the steps that you need to take in this resilient season that is ahead. I repeat, right? The resilient season, you're going to have to be really resilient with the days that are ahead. You're going to suffer a lot of loss, okay? You may be, brace yourself, because a lot of people are going to be transitioning soon, okay? A lot of people are going to be transitioning soon. If I were to tell you for stuff that I've been shuffling on my end, the stuff that I'm seeing, it's crazy. And all you can say, you gotta, listen, we all made choices a few years ago, and now the choices are coming home to roost at the other end. You love them, okay? They've been an inspiration to you, right? And it says, breathe. You're an inspiration into the world. Breathe your inspiration into the world. Breath, that air, right? That sacred heka or prana energy is numero uno. It's absolutely important. One and 5, okay, if you look at it as IV, it reduces to a 4. If you look at Roman numerals, what is that in the tarot? Rest, like in rest in peace, okay? There will be loss. There will be loss, there will be sadness, there will be grief, all right? But you're not going to focus on the negative. You're going to let this loss be an inspiration unto you, all right? And realize that they serve their purpose in your life too. The loss that you're gonna get, you're gonna be experiencing loss, people. Brace yourselves, start meditating now, okay? And let them go with love. You're gonna feel burdened by a lot of these things that are coming forth. There's a lot that's gonna be coming forth, okay? Don't feel as though, let these burdens, turn each of these burdens, just like I alchemize those swords, you're going to have to alchemize these burdens. These burdens are going to be new responsibilities that are going to be given to you, but new insights, new giftings, okay? And it says here you have Aradia and Nice, the number is 24, okay? So you have 24 here and you have 10, but listen, 10 swords is wands is as intense as it gets. This foretells and portends of a new beginning, okay? So you have 110 here on the deck. It is a new beginning. I'm hearing it's the end, like, you know, at the end of the show you see the end, okay? World without end, the end, it's an end, okay? It says here, Aradia has spoken. Your inner servitude is over. Your beliefs and dependencies are melting away. What the hell did I just say? You were carrying a lot of these energies in the past. Listen, people are going to be dropping like flies. I kept saying it. They're going to be dropping like flies. And you've been carrying a lot of people's weight, right? I am awakening the magic that will free you. Know that freedom begins in thoughts. Listen, I have been called recently to where, and I never painted my nails purple. As much as I love Prince, I was in my teenage years, I was a big Prince fan. I was a fanatic for Prince. I love Prince, still love Prince. But the Purple Rain, and it's been heavy on my spirit. And so I had my nails done. I took off the acrylics, and I put purple on it. I said, and it's this energy, and I'm hearing, baby, I'm a star. You're gonna have to be your own star. You're gonna have to navigate those waters within, right? But freedom starts in your thoughts. So All of this going back to the adventure awaits. We're going to be navigating in a new world. Okay? There are things that are going to be happening that has never been seen before. I repeat, there are going to be things that are going to be happening that's never been seen before. Look at that in Metamorphosis as I cut to that 25. Listen, brace yourselves, be of good cheer, right? And I want you to remember, it wasn't the Hunger Games. It was that one, oh my goodness. I could yell at my teenager to remind me of the name of the movie. But she kept tapping on the glass and saying, it's not real, right? You're in a simulation. So when you start seeing things materialize in front of you, it's meant to shake you at the root. Do not allow yourself to be shaken. What do you say? Stand your ground, right? Stand your ground, right? And realize that all is well. All is well. Okay? Do not allow your mental space to be hacked. Continue to be of good cheer. Continue to know. Look at that. You may want to get a talisman. You may want to get a talisman. So they're telling you here, get a talisman. Very important, right? Number 49. Jesus Sword 13. Mystical number 13. Okay? So get you a talisman. Get you a talisman, right? It will help you out in these particular times. Get a talisman, right? And you may be seeing, educate yourself right now. The foundation, continue to educate yourself. You have a little bit of time left in this year. The number is 35. Continue to educate yourself. The Abyss is here to guide you, right? You're going to be led by spirit. So look for birds and stuff. If you see certain things, pay attention to the signs. Okay? Dry desert number 31. This is the dream that they wish for us to turn it in an apocalyptic world. But here you are. You are that cactus. Okay? Right, so remember to not allow these people to hijack your reality. Okay? Now let's see. Right. Let's see. What is the recommendation for navigating what lies ahead? What is the recommendation from Spirit for navigating what lies ahead? Ooh. Weave your reality and stand up and fight is in the mix. Everything is mental, people. Everything is mental. Weave your reality and stand up and fight. Stand up and fight. Listen, call on your dragons. Call on your dragons. We are all given them at birth. We all have our individual dragons. Call upon your dragon energy. Call upon, you have an angel and a daemon, D-A-E-M-O-N, that was assigned to you at birth. Call upon those energies as well. Balance, being neutral, is what is required for you to make it all the way to the very end. Balance is what is required for you to make it all the way to the end. Okay? So what are the recommendations? Name the thing. Name the thing. So in the past, what did I say? You are highly perceptive and you started to identify all the effery and you stood your ground and you called it for what it is. You saw it. You saw it before anyone else did. And now you're thankful because what did it do? It gave you time. You continue to work with spirit. You stood your ground, right? You used your imagination. You had the gift of foresight. You made proper planning. And now you're in the energy of independent wealth. Kudos to you. What is currently in the energy? What is the recommendation for navigating move forward? It is time. It is time. Listen, the game is almost over. Like I said, they're throwing everything at us now. So now is more time, it's more important than ever for you to stand in your truth. Where is that thing? For you to stand in your truth. It's more important than ever for you to stand in your truth. It is time. Okay? It's time for you now to make your plans. Okay? Make your moves, right? Trust your intuition. Know that all is well, right? And renew everything with fire. Walk with that Queen of Swords energy where you know that you're doing you. Again, you have two cards now. When you get on the other side, Spirit's telling you, continue to express gratitude. Okay? That continuous giving of thanks is the key, as well as to loving your inner child. Your inner child always knows the way, and you're made for motion. That's what you've been doing. You've been on that fire energy. Listen, I bet you all realize that a lot of shit happened since that eclipse back in April. Think about it, people. Think about it. I warned people. They didn't listen to me. I put it on the community section again. I listened to that reading again the other day, and I said, Spirit, should I need to post it again? And Spirit told me no. Those who needed to hear, hear. If you are one that is real, you heard it. If you didn't listen to it, then you are not real and you're an NPC and you weren't meant to hear it. It is, if you go back through the videos, it's the one where it's a black dragon and it was about the solar eclipse. And I don't know if I still have it up or not, because I'm led at times now to take things down temporally and contemporaneously. If it's meant to be heard by certain people, it will be, and that is that. That is that. You're going to have spirit animals that are going to show up in your life at this particular point. Continue to honor them because they're here to help guide you along your path. All right? As well as nature. Get into nature as much as possible. So you have Archangel Fel Yai and Archangel Pearly Meek helping you with those energies at this particular time. Okay? So your archangels are going to be here working with you as well, in addition to the angels that were assigned to you at birth. Okay? You should know there are ways for you to go look and do your research as to how to identify your angels by your date of birth. Okay? That is something that you can research, right? And Archangel Dorenka, honor and hone your psychic abilities to see through the illusions. That is exactly what happened before. You may have been wearing a lot of amethyst at this time. Keep a lot of amethyst on or around you. And also bloodstone and carnelian, so that those are energies that to help your ancestors communicate with you as well. Okay? Now let's... All right. Okay. Archangel is Archangel Jophiel. Act with wisdom. Use information for the highest good. This is what you're called to do at this time. Act with wisdom and use information for the highest good. Okay? Archangel Uriel is also here as well. Come into harmony and balance. Use your power for peace. Peace, what do we talk about? You have love, right? Gratitude, and peace is absolutely like top of the crown chakra, above the crown chakra. I think it's a stellium. Okay, peace, highs, but intergalactic. Okay, but love is the gateway here to help you in and through and out of this simulation. Okay, Archangel Charity is at the foundation. Give with an open heart and be generous. Yes. Listen, I'm making a habit. Anybody who interacts with me knows that if you interact with me out here in the 3D, I am very generous to people. I give wholeheartedly. I don't look back. I don't think about it. Okay? And this is what you're called to do. Now, the other places that you can do to go, there are places you can go to national parks to do a lot. A lot of these national parks are ley lines, mega portals, okay, to help people navigate. And you can also go there. You may be someone who is called to do grid work at this particular time. Now, be careful, because there's a lot of strange things happening. So they're power in numbers. Do not go by yourself, okay? Yellowstone. Look at this. Listen, people, okay? Top rating, okay, first of all, they has approximately 4.1 million visitors per year. It is, the elevation is at approximately 11,371 feet, right? Established in 1872. Okay. And Interestingly, that they put it distance in Washington, D.C. Why? Why? This is, I'm telling you all, people. Okay, the whole country is set up by ley lines and grid lines. This whole earth is set up that way. They put certain things in certain places. Okay. So it says Yellowstone was the world's first, look at that, national park, right? Beginning a noble tradition of conservation for the benefit and enjoyment of the people, as quoted on the Roosevelt Arch as its northern entrance, with 300, geysers, 250 waterfalls, and rainbow-colored hot springs. It is a testament to the wonder and power of nature. So you're being called to go to Yellowstone. Travel wisely. I am now seeing the vision from the movie 2012. Listen, I tell people this is like an end game situation right here. People. Okay? It's not to bring fright. Again, the simulation must come to an end so that we can all move forward into the beginning. Okay? Get your talisman. It's not interesting here. She almost has like a compass kind of talisman here so that you can be led as to the steps that you need to take. Okay? You may want to consider a trip to Yellowstone. It's not a must, but it is a part of, I guess, the work that someone here is called to do. If you have visited Yellowstone and you'd like to tell us in the community section of what transpired after you visit, you may have noticed that you had awakenings and all this other stuff that occurred, let us know in the comment section. But ultimately, your adventure awaits you. We have been in this game for a while. We're moving on to what's next. Okay? Express gratitude for the fact that you have been able to be here to this point, and know that you, my dear, the real ones, you've got what's next. Love you guys. Take care.